Hey friends, it's 2025 and this phone, the Pixel 3, came out 7 years ago. Just going to do a little deep dive today and tell you if it's still worth it, if it's something I would recommend in 2025. Let's check it out.
Okay, so let's talk about the Pixel 3. This phone was released in 2018. It also was released about 6 months prior to the Pixel 3a, which was its plastic counterpart. And that phone sold very well. It was like the best-selling budget device at the time. And this is basically the kind of the better quality version of that. The design's really nice. It's got your fingerprint scanner in the back. You've got your USB-C charging and a SIM card tray. Nothing on the left side and nothing on the top that I can tell. And then on the right, you've got a power button and then a volume rocker up and down. And then you've got your 16 megapixel camera on the back. And I'm going to show you some. Oh, and of course, you got a camera on the front too. I'm going to do some tests with that and show you the results, and you can see them for yourself. I am using the Before launcher. If you're not familiar with Before launcher, I will link that in the description. But basically, and there are other launchers similar to this out there, but this one is always updated, and so you can basically isolate which apps are important to you in the Android ecosystem and ignore the rest and disable things like Chrome or social media apps and just kind of boil down to what you need. And it's very dare I say, light phone-esque as far as the UI goes. If you're not familiar with light phone, I'll just show you kind of a side-by-side. And that's fine with me. Like, honestly, I think light phone, if I were them, I would somehow create this OS as a standalone app that people could load or sideload on a Android device of their choice and just pay a fee to use that, or pay I don't know. That's an idea, but that's not my business or my that's not my product to discuss with that. But at any rate, launch it up and it looks real nice. You've got the weather at the top there, but this isn't about the Before launcher. It's about the Pixel 3. Camera, great. I'm going to show you some tests here in a minute. Build quality, great. And you can get this thing on eBay for like $70, $75, $80, and pretty decent little Jimmy here. And I think my thing that I like about upcycling old devices the most, especially if they're decent and usable, is that you're not adding more waste to the world with reusing these old things, and you're also not as worried if like a scratch gets on them or something gets dinged up. The size is great. Love the size. The phone is freaking fast. I don't need any more speed for what I'm pulling off. Again, these are the apps that I care about in my day-to-day. And then it's great. You get podcasts, phone, music. Very easy to load up the music on there, and I'm still trying to figure out how to use the app, the music app on Androids, because I'm not very good at it, because I don't really load music on there very well. But so Maps is solid. Another benefit to using a Android device or an iPhone versus, say, the light phone currently is the fact that you have RCS. So that's nice to be able to have that capability, so people can see when I'm chatting, when I can see when they're chatting back to me, and you'll see the bubbles move and things like that. So that's exciting to me. I also like that there's a little more app support. So like things like my Remarkable app, I can sync with that very easily. Things like Slack still work very well. Any apps you can think of will load up just fine here. So let's get to some camera tests.
So this is the rear-facing camera. This is 4K 30, and then I'm scaling it to 1080 24 frames, so it might look a little weird. But this is me walking. Stabilization's pretty good. This is the vertical video and the front-facing camera. I have to be pretty close, or far away rather, so the camera's not super close to my face.
So there was our photo test and video test, and showing you some of these images here on the screen. This first one here, I can see the sky and the snow and the shadows pretty well. So the front-facing video of me walking seems a little wobbly to me. So stabilization's not that great. Kind of, I'm not an expert. It seems like my face is like shifting shape a little bit as I walk. Again, that's just obviously the camera shake, but it's like distorting the image a little bit. The rear-facing camera, pretty smooth, nice stabilization. I imagine like just doing some steady shots, it would look pretty good. So I'm a fan. I think after 7 years, this footage looks pretty good. So overall, I think the Pixel 3 is a great device for you to consider in this day and age. And yeah, at the end of the day, use the tech around you that you already have if you can, and recycle things that you're not using, and upcycle things if you can. And obviously, once in a blue moon, we're going to buy the latest and greatest. And hopefully you'll follow this channel, and I'll do my best to keep up with things that are important in the space of tech to me, which aren't always the latest and greatest breaking news stuff. It's more things that are laying around in my house that I feel like are useful and that you might want to check out too. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.